Hey guys, it's Jimmy. Hope you're doing well. Looking to bring you some truth today. Lay down some truth from Scripture and from Jesus Christ. You know, years ago, I was living in Manhattan, and I was there when I met my wife. And I remember being in a cab. I can't remember the exact year, but it was a Hungarian cab driver. And my last name, Sakal, is Hungarian. And I remember he and I connecting over that, joked a little bit, and then he was going to tell me the genealogy of my name. And he said, your name probably means like hawk, he said. And I thought, wow, I'm thinking about myself and my family crest and the soaring hawk. And then he paused, and then he said, but maybe also like goatee. And I thought, oh geez, you know, from that one moment, this like, I'm on the mountaintop and I'm coming down, I'm eating squirrels and eating small birds, and then the next minute I'm just facial hair. In the Sermon on the Mount that begins in Matthew 5, Jesus says the exalted will be humbled and the humbled will be exalted. I think this is a great lesson for us. If you're busy, as so many people say they are, and I know they are, the Sermon on the Mount and the red words in my NIV that begin in 5, just Jesus kind of goes off. And to me, it's just one of the great places to read if you had to pick one section. It's just all these rich words of Christ. And he gets to 23, he attacks the Pharisees, as he often did, for their wanting to be showy and proud. And then he talks about our need to be servants. And here's the actual line. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. That's in 23:12. And I just invite you to think about the ways in our culture, or maybe in your own life, that we want to breed these individual kind of idols and exalt ourselves or others. You know, LeBron James and the switch, Cleveland and back, and the king, and then people hate him. And I mean, certainly you see it there, some of the recent stuff with Tony Stewart. And then Isaiah, it says this, the haughty looks of man shall be brought low, and the lofty pride of men shall be humbled, and the Lord alone will be exalted on that day. I would be very careful about our tendency to want to build up ourselves and others, because the exalted will be humbled. But if we can humble ourselves, the humble will be exalted. God love you. Thank you for listening.